How are you, Oscar?
Apart from the fact that I am incapable of drinking a cup of tea, of reading the paper, of scratching my nose, or even of adjusting my spectacles, everything is fine. Thank you for asking, Kate Walker.
You know, Oscar, some of my reactions here surprise even myself. I didn't think I was capable of all this.
Indeed, I admire you greatly for your achievements, Kate Walker.
That's sweet, Oscar.
The simple expression of a logical conclusion based on recorded data.
Oscar, we can only carry on our journey by train if we get your hands back. And the only way to get your hands back is to accept the director.
You mean bring back this singer Helena Romansky? Oh dear. And what else will we need to do to get the hands back?
Always ready with the precise euphemism. If it puts your mind at rest, Oscar, I absolutely do not need your help this time. Just take care of yourself while I'm away.
That's a request I'm happy to obey, Kate Walker.
This whole business is taking me out of my way. I'm beginning to wonder if I shouldn't just go back to New York and say that Hans Vorarlberg is dead.
Hans Vorarlberg dead? Do you have some new information you have not shared with me?
No, it was just a convenient hypothesis.
Kate Walker, you mean you are ready to lie? I am deeply shocked. I thought that you were a sincere and honest person.
Do you ever have a moment's weakness, Oscar?
Never, Kate Walker. Discouragement does not feature in my behavior options.
You're right, Oscar. We will find Hans and find him alive. That much I do believe.
That's much more like it, Kate Walker.
Take a note, Oscar. Not breaking down in this hellhole? Good idea.
How many times must I inform you, Kate Walker? This is not a mechanical failure. Winding the spring mechanism is standard service procedure.
Always ready with the precise euphemism.
An engineer also prides himself on precision in such matters.
Right. I'm done. Take care of yourself, Oscar.
Good luck, Kate Walker. And don't forget me.
Dan Foster isn't around to take your call right now, so please...
You have reached Olivia Parker. I'm sorry I cannot take your call. You have reached Mawson and Walmart Associates. We're sorry, but all our lines are busy.
No point weighing myself down. I don't want to touch it. I don't want to... That looks like a ventilation duct. That looks like... That looks... Listen, obviously all this has been just one big misunderstanding. So you're going to give me Oscar's hands back, and we're going to get out of your city immediately.
Out of the question. I must have these hands. That is all.
Who are you?
Sergei Borodin, the director of the industrial city of Komkoltsgrad. Or what is left of it at least. But who are you, for that matter? And why have you stopped in my station without authorization?
I didn't choose to stop in your station, but my train has a technical problem. My name is Kate Walker, and I'm an American lawyer.
It is very kind of you to come so far just to visit this place.
I repeat again, I never intended to stop here. I'm on a business trip. I'm a lawyer, goddammit.
Right. And what brings you here?
Like I said, a stupid mechanical hitch. I'm sorry, I can't make heads or tails out of your story at all. Without my engineer's hands, I'm stuck here, you see?
Everything I have designed, all that I have invented, everything is for her. Do you realize? Her. Oh, to hear her sing one more time, here in my factory!
But who is she? Who are you talking about?
Helena. The one and only Helena Romansky. Her voice is so pure, like an angel. One day she came here to Komkoltsgrad. She sang here, you know, when our industrial city was in its heyday. Oh, so long ago now. It was almost unreal. It was magical. I remember it like it was yesterday. Then, later, a long time later, she saved my soul. She saved my life and gave it meaning. When I was told that the mining program was to be abandoned, that this industrial city was consigned to oblivion, that I, its director, would from then on be nothing but a guardian of these rusting remains of a bygone age, that is when I first formed my plan to bring Helena Romansky back to this factory. But this time, she would sing for me, and me alone.
And is she okay about this?
Sure. Once she finds out that I have done all this for her, when she realizes how I converted this vast network of pipes and tubes to create one of the most impressive organs ever made, then, you know, this was no small achievement, miss. Once molten iron flowed through here. Now there wafts only beautiful melodies. But then I realized I had to make an automaton pianist. I began to despair that I would never create hands that were intricate enough. But then you arrived. So lucky, don't you think?
Yeah, that must have been a happy coincidence for someone around here. So, when will this Madame Romansky come back? When do I get my hands back?
I don't know. Maybe someone should look for her. Tell her. Hey, why don't you go? The quicker you bring her back, the sooner you can carry on your business trip. Now, isn't that a good idea?
And you promise that once Helena has sung, you will give me back my automaton's hands?
I promise, my dear. You have my solemn word.
Well, I guess I'm going to have to believe you. Where should I go hunting for this singer, then?
I have no idea. But for a woman of the world like yourself, finding her should pose no obstacle. Helena Romansky was a world celebrity, you know. I have collected many objects, souvenirs of her that I keep in a room. A shrine to her glory. It's like her own personal museum in a way. You should take a look.
This whole story is completely nuts. I'm sorry, I can't make heads or...
Everything.
But-
Helena, one.
And... Yeah.
I do.
And you... Well...
I have.
And what if I helped you to make some other hands, just for your automaton?
Why should life be complicated when I already have what I need? And I very much doubt you are in any position to create such a perfect pair of hands.
You mentioned an automaton pianist, didn't you? Where did you find it?
I pieced it together myself, my dear. Except for the hands, that is. I admit that I underestimated the intricacy of this part of the design. A pianist's hands are very important, after all. But enough. Now he has a perfect set of hands.
Your passion amazes me. Have you designed any other automatons here?
No. Clockwork mechanisms do not interest me as such. I simply needed a robot capable of accompanying Helena Romansky on my huge organ. I adapted an existing model, a reject automaton secretary. I reconstructed it and adapted it to this new function.
An existing model, you say? Did you ever know Hans Vorarlberg? He was a kind of mechanical genius, like yourself.
Hans Vorarlberg? Yes. Or...
Sure, I understand. The number of automatons still functioning in this abandoned complex is amazing, though.
My dear, one thing is for sure. For many years, I have been totally alone here. If that man ever came to this city, he left long, long ago.
When you stepped on the train, you were trespassing on...
Everything in this city, sweet lady, belongs to the state. And to all intents and purposes, the state in this city is me.
My train is not a part of this factory. And besides, we never would have stopped here in the first place if its engine hadn't needed winding.
Well, as long as your train is at this station, it may be requisitioned and used for industrial purposes.
Out of the question. And I forbid you to do so.
Maybe I won't have to. Perhaps we can maybe come to some kind of agreement, my sweet lady.
I hope so. And fast. Please excuse me. I have to go now.
So be it.
Listen, obviously all this has been just one big misunderstanding.
Out of the question.
Please excuse me.
So...
Listen.
Out.
Please
So...
Seems this monorail is controlled from somewhere else. I don't need to do that again. I don't need to do... I can't go that way. I can't go... go that way. I don't need to do that.
Reached Olivia Park.
Hi, Mom?
Kate! What? Have you seen the time? Why are you phoning me in the middle of the night?
Sorry, Mom. I forgot about the time zones. Did I wake you?
Well, of course you woke me up. I was sleeping deeply, too. I've simply got to get my beauty sleep. I've got an absolutely crazy day tomorrow.
I'm sorry. It's just that it's real important and urgent. I haven't got a lot of time.
Well, if it really can't wait till tomorrow, Munchkin, come on, tell your mommy what's up. No way I'm calling Dan for you if that's what you want.
Mom, listen, please. I seem to remember you're seeing a Marovich or something like that at the moment.
No. Malkovich, Munchkin. Frank Malkovich.
Yeah, right. So, but he's an opera singer, right?
That's right. They say he had the finest voice of his time, my dear. Imagine that.
That's just great. So then he must have known a famous singer called Helena Romansky. She's Russian, too. Please, if you can ask him if...
Listen, honey, if it's stars you're after, Frank knows them all. I'll just wake him up and let him tell you himself.
You mean he's...
Frank, do you know this woman named... Oh, you do? Oh, Kate, listen, you're still there. Frank tells me he did hang out with a Romansky once, but it was platonic. You know those singers. She's a great soprano.
Great! Does he know where she went? Does she still sing? Where does she live?
1 second, Munchkin. Do you know? Frank says she was very ill and she withdrew from circulation. Really? Okay. She went to rest in some spa somewhere. He thinks it was called Arlbad, but it was 15 years ago and he's not sure. And well, honey, when Frank wakes up, he always takes a little bit of time to get going, you know.
Thanks a bundle, Mom. And Frank, too. You're both fantastic. Love you both. And thanks again. Catch you later. Hello?
Did I wake you up? I can't sleep at all. This whole business just keeps turning round and round in my head.
What business, Dan?
But Kate, that argument we had, have you forgotten? I really need to talk about that again.
Oh, I guess we were both a little high-strung, that's all. But don't sweat it, okay?
Yeah, sure. Getting carried away never solves anything, does it? I must say I felt really dumb when I hung up.
Really?
Yeah, I left the door to my office open and I was convinced everybody around heard me.
I'm so embarrassed, Dan. Please say I'm sorry to your colleagues from me.
It doesn't matter, honey. Promise me that you will never put me in that state again. You're usually so delightful. I have the impression that this journey is putting more than distance between us.
Well, it's true I'm living a whole load of new and amazing experiences.
Okay, I see. And still no Hans Vorarlberg?
No.
Keep me posted. You know how important you are to me. Hurry home, huh?
I'll try. Big hug, Dan. Director,
Ah, it is you, Miss Walker.
Director, I think I know where Helena Romansky is.
My God, you have found Helena? That is fantastic.
From my research, Helena Romansky is living in Arlbad.
Arlbad? Helena Romansky is in Arlbad.
You know the town, then? You know where it is?
Of course. It was a famous spa resort. In its heyday, Arlbad welcomed all the big wigs of the regime. To be granted a stay there was a real honor. Today, the honor has gone, along with all the generals and colonels, all washed away with the sea.
It sounds like a good place if you need to take it easy or convalesce.
I think Madame Romansky would be happier here. I think she'll prefer the peace and quiet here, the perfect tranquility of our little town.
From my research, Helena
Arlbad?
You know the town.
Of course.
Why don't you come with me? After all, you're the person in the best position to convince Helena Romansky.
Unfortunately, since my accident, I seldom leave my office if I can avoid it. And it is not wise for a director to leave his city now, is it?
What makes you think this lady is going to come back with me?
You're a lawyer, are you not? No doubt you will be able to plead my cause brilliantly to her.
How can I get to Arlbad?
There is one way that you can. Here in the city, there are no suitable vehicles left. But that drunk old fool living up there, he'll have something.
What drunken old fool? You mean you're not alone? What's up there?
You mean you haven't noticed the space compound on the plateau? There's still some pathetic old soldier guarding it. But he's more interested these days in reaching for another bottle than reaching for the stars.
And you think this gentleman could have a vehicle for me?
I haven't the slightest idea. If you catch him on a good day, then maybe. But good days for him are far and few between. I wish you luck.
How do I get up to the space compound, then?
There is a monorail that leads up to the Cosmodrome. When you are inside, I will activate the automatic pilot.
I remember you're saying that you didn't know Hans Vorarlberg. It's strange because there's a photo in your museum with a man accompanied by Helena Romansky and yourself. And that man looks just like Hans Vorarlberg.
And so, does this prove that I know him? I think you have forgotten that only several years ago, this city was swarming with people. Do you think I actually knew every employee by their first name?
No, of course not. But the man is holding hands with Helena, so I just imagined that maybe...
Just imagined? Yes, you were. Imagining things, my dear. You have a mission in hand, Miss Walker. Pray, concentrate on it.
You know, I could get there 10 times quicker if you gave me my automaton's hands back. Then I could use my train.
Out of the question that I tamper with my pianist now. Please understand, there are still 1 or 2 finer adjustments that I must make before Helena arrives.
Okay, I'm going. Wish me luck.
I am counting on you, Miss Walker.
Hello?
Kate! Oh, that you? How are you?
Olivia, great, just the right person. Look, have you heard of Helena Romansky?
No. Is she some Russian fashion designer?
No, she's a singer. I'm going to be meeting her soon. I've just got to find a way of reaching Arlbad. Can you imagine how lucky I am?
Not really. Well, what relation's this singer got with the toy case? You sure you know what you're up to, Kate? You sound really different, like you're changing or something.
Look, it's like this. If I'm going to get to the end of my journey, I've got to link up this singer and the director of the Komkalsgrad Industrial City. Don't worry, I know exactly what I'm doing. Why did you say that I've changed?
I don't know, just an impression. You sound more sure of yourself, like stronger, more confident.
And that's a problem?
There you go. Just takes one word and you're up on your high horse. I'm beginning to see Dan's point of view. It's getting harder and harder to back you up all the time.
What does that mean?
Well, it means that I had a drink or two with Dan, because he wants to talk. He feels a bit lonely, you see?
And what's he been telling you?
Nothing. He just has the impression you're slipping away from him. He can't see where you're coming from anymore. Like, we went to the movies the other day, and he said that you would have loved the film, but I told him that...
You mean you're dating my fiancé?
No, not dating, Kate. Just propping him up while you're away. All in a good cause. I can keep an eye on him for you at the same time.
What would I do without you?
Oh, you're jealous. Well, that's a good sign. That means you want him. Now, that he'll be pleased to hear.
You seeing each other again soon?
Tomorrow night. He invited me to dinner at the Goldberg. You don't mind, do you, Kate?
No worries. Look, I've got to go, Olivia. Take care.
Dan Foster isn't around to take your call right now, so please leave your message.
Sorry, I'm resting, and I ain't home to no one right now. Love you, whoever.
The offices of Mawson and...
I need a key. Excuse me, sir. Sorry to disturb you, but yoo-hoo! Can you hear me?
3, 2, 1, contact! And we have liftoff! Oh, holy mother. A dame. A pretty dame on the launch pad.
Please, no need to worry, sir. Just do stay calm. I just want some information.
Watch what you're doing, sweetheart. We ain't got no information, no strategies, no plans to tell anyone, anywhere, anytime. Military regulations, you dig it, man?
My name's Kate Walker. I'm a lawyer from... I'm a bit lost. And I guess you know this place.
Boris Charov, at your service, madam. Can I offer you something from the bar?
No, thank you. Tell me, how long have you been here?
For as long as it took for you to come along, sweet pea. Don't think I've been lonely. I got a bottle or two here. Keep me company?
You're a soldier, aren't you? Ex-cosmonaut?
Hey, honey, that's all in the past. Hell, let's talk about today. Let's have a drink. That's an order, soldier.
Please, can you try and get a grip? I must absolutely find a way out of this industrial complex.
Jeez, me too. I've really got to get out of this dump, but not before I've had a little drink. Here, get your pretty little lips around this. Vodka. Tell me what you think.
Do you have a vehicle to lend me? I think I'd even test one of your rockets right now if I had to.
Toast my rockets. Hey, pretty dame, I'll drink to that. Now, just a minute. We gotta need a special bottle for this special occasion. Something to blow you away. 3, 2, 1, contact, and we have liftoff.
Okay, that's enough.
What was that? Did you say something? Are our female comrades revolting or what? Oh, trouble on its way. Bottoms up. Power to the babushkas.
Please, can you try and get a grip? I must absolutely find a way out of this industrial complex.
Jeez, me too. I've really got to get out of this dump, but not before I've had a little drink. Here, get your pretty little lips around this. Vodka. Tell me what you think.
Do you...
Toast my rockets. Hey, pretty dame, I'll drink to that. Now, just a minute. We gotta need a special bottle for this special occasion. Something to blow you away. 3, 2, 1, contact, and we have liftoff.
Okay, that's enough.
What was that? Did you say something? Are our female comrades revolt?
I heard that maybe you could...
A vehicle? All our vehicles were picked up and shipped out to the borders years ago. General's orders. I say, let us raise our glass to this finest soldier this country's ever known.
I don't mean to offend you, but I'm not in the mood for a drink right now.
And you'll live to regret it to your dying days, sweetheart. To your health, while you have it.
Does the name Hans Vorarlberg mean anything to you?
Berg. Of course I know that name.
Vorarlberg. He's a person. I'm looking for him, and I think he might have come by here a few years ago. I came here by train, but I've got this mechanical problem. I had to leave the train down in the industrial zone. The director down there told me you were here.
Ah, Borodine, that dumb traitor. I tell you, he's gone over to the enemy, over to the dark side. It's terrifying, the darkness. Eating out his brain. The jerk.
That's maybe going a bit far. He is a little eccentric, I'll grant you that. But when you live on your own, cut off from the world for so long,
His brain's going AWOL, I tell you. There's no darkness in my brain. I've got a cure. See? My secret antidote. Go on, have some. It'll stop you getting a cold.
I don't think I'm in a high-risk category, but thanks anyway. So many birds nesting around here. What attracts them all here like that?
Dumb birds. But at least a bird don't get bored, does it? See? They can fly. Them birds, geez, they can fly.
Sounds like you're jealous of them.
Well, maybe you're just right there. 'Cause sometimes I like to let Soyuz loose and watch 'em circle for hours on ends. Birds, they crap themselves when they see him coming. Don't stop 'em coming back, though.
Soyuz?
Soyuz, ma'am. A silver angel. A savior who cleans our cosmodrome of them dirty rats with dirty wings.
So many birds nest. Sounds like.
Well, Soyuz.
I need to get to Aralbad, and quick.
You go ahead, soldier. I'll stay here and keep you covered. I got the supplies here. Got to keep an eye on them. Tricky job, too, you know. All these bottles.
I need.
You go ahead.
My name's Kate.
Hey, hon.
Please.
Jeez. Me toast my...
Okay.
What was...
I heard that maybe.
A vehicle? And you...
I was going to. Forget it. It doesn't matter. He's too drunk to help anyone anyway.
I am not drunk. I have drunk. A little. Strange. Sure, I left a bottle or two around here. I gotta get some air. Wall's getting pretty tight. We'll think about that blast off later, huh?
Are you okay, Colonel? Are you sure you're all right? Be careful! Don't lean out too far or you'll...
Ah!